King Eyamba I of Calabar was a very powerful king. He fought and conquered all the surrounding lands. His name alone could still a quarrel and quiet a market.
He spared only the strong, whom he brought home as slaves to work on his farms.
The king had 200 wives, yet none bore him a son. Day after day they waited, hoping that one would bring an heir. Instead, only silence and rivalry filled the courtyard.
As the sun lowered and the hall grew quiet, the elders of Ifut came to lay their fears at the feet of the king.
Great king, you are growing old. Take a wife from the spider's house.
They always bear many children.
Spider's daughter appeared ugly, and the king disliked her at once.
Who has brought this creature before me? I will not have such a one in my palace.
His words fell heavy like a stone in still water.
To please his people, the king married her.
Drink, my king.
It is done.
May our home be peaceful.
But his heart remained far away.
As days passed, envy grew in the women's quarters. The other wives turned their tongues against Adyah.
The king built her a separate house.
But Adyah was not ugly. She was born with 2 skins. Each night, when the world was quiet, she set the rough one aside and let her true self breathe.
The king's head wife knew the secret and feared it.
She will ruin us,
she whispers to herself.
That night, in the depths of a smoky shrine, the jealous wife sought the power of juju.
Make the king forget her.
The medicine will cloud his heart. When he tastes it, her name will vanish like mist.
The king forgot Adyah completely. Heartbroken, she returned to her father, the spider.
my child.
When night settled on the river and mist rose like breath from the earth, Adyah called to the spirits of the water. From the swirl of the current,
through the night, Adyah tended him, brewing the dark medicine of her mother's house.
The king remembered his wife.
Adyah, it was you all along.
When the lamps lit and the moon climbed high, the king saw Adyah as she truly was.
You are beautiful beyond words.
My lord,
she bore a son, only one.
my little lion.
He carries your calm, Adyah.
When Adyah bore a son, the king's first wife was seized with fear. For the first time, her power was threatened.
The spider's daughter will not take my place. Not while I still breathe.
You made the king forget her before. I want more than forgetting this time.
Medicine can cloud love, but blood always pays the price.
Blinded by jealousy, the first wife paid heavily for a stronger juju.
The juju was meant to do two things: make the king fall sick and turn his heart against his own child. That season, illness crept into the palace. The mighty King Eyamba lay sweating beneath his blankets while his chief stood in uneasy sight.
Your sickness comes from betrayal.
Who betrays me?
Your own son. He desires your throne.
The lie entered the king's heart like poison.
My son?
And from that moment, nothing would be the same.
If you throw the child into the river, you will recover. You may yet have another son, my king.
Surrounded by fear and counsel, the king agreed to the unthinkable.
Breathe, my lord. It is for the good of the land.
But the river carried more than a child.
How can my own flesh wish me dead?
The king sighed, holding the baby close as the night wind whispered through the courtyard.
My child.
He has done nothing!
It must be done, Adyah.
And so, the innocent child was cast into the water while his mother mourned the living dead. But the river had a will of its own.
And Lama, I was very alive came to this water. In water, Juju saved the child.
Not again.
Jealousy returned, fiercer than before.
Still unsatisfied, the jealous wife returned once more to the juju man.
This will erase her from his memory for 3 years.
Good. Let her suffer.
Must I lose another child? It is the only way, my king.
The gods ask too much of me. At last, the king gave in once more.
Under the moon, the king carried the newborn to the river, the weight of the elder's command pressing upon him.
Whoa,
the bundle touched the water and drifted.
For 3 long years, the king forgot Adyah completely. The night carried on. But the water juju was watching, and justice was already growing.
By the river where the palms bent to drink, the children of the spider's daughter and the king grew tall.
Strength alone will not defeat evil. Truth must stand before the people.
The water juju knew the time had come, not for revenge, but for justice.
And so the currents carried their plan toward the world above.
Win the hearts of the people first, then the king will listen.
In this wrestling?
Not for sport, child. It is a doorway into the king's
In
presence.
the market square, the match drew every eye. As the boy wrestled, the king saw his own strength, his own face, his own blood.
This boy.
He moves like me.
Suspicion stirred like a storm behind.
One by one, the wrestlers fell until only the stranger stood. The square held its breath, unsure what it had just witnessed.
Look like the king. Ha, is it
And
true?
in the silence that followed,
Night settled over the palace, and the king gathered his household for a feast. The drums were low, the lamps golden, yet jealousy stirred over the bowls of soup.
A man like you should rule, not an old king.
Be careful, mother of the palace. Walls have ears.
In her greed, she spoke too freely. But the boy was not blind to the snake behind her smile.
when the hall gathered in evening hush, the son of the spider's daughter stepped forward.
You come boldly, young man. Speak your case and the court will hear it.
My king, grant me one favor. Speak. Call all the people. Let a case be judged openly. Life against life.
The king agreed, unaware that truth was walking toward him.
And so the boy stood before the king, his mother's secret laid bare, his heart steady with truth.
I've spoken all I know. I've told you how she wore two skins and how she was
Judge
wrong.
At last, the promise of the skins was fulfilled.
She sheds it!
Her body.
Look at the glow!
I am the spider's daughter and the king's true wife.
And in that moment, beauty long hidden rose like the morning sun, silencing doubt and...
Release me! I have done nothing!
Move!
You regret this!
The king will
The
hear!
echoes dragged her away, and the night closed behind them.
Justice was restored. Adyah was crowned queen, and joy returned to the house of Ayamba. Beside the king sat his son, the future of the throne.